So let's have a look at how we can work with tables in Microsoft Excel 2016. So on this particular worksheet, I have a list of data and each of these lines is a record for an individual that works in a company. So it shows their information. This is all fictitious information, and it shows what department they work in and their salary, etc. So I could work with my data like this, but sooner or later I might want to filter it, for example, to show all of those that work in a particular department, or maybe I want to sum up the total salaries. So at some stage I'm going to have to apply those additional features and tools. What I could do instead is I could use the formatters table option. First of all, this will lay my table out very nicely with some different formatting, and it will also allow me to just click once to apply totals, and the filters will already be on that table for me. It makes it much easier when also adding additional records. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select my data here, and the formatters table lives on the home tab quite near to conditional formatting. So I'm going to click now onto formatters table, and I have the different styles available. I'm going to choose one of the darker styles down at the bottom here, so I'm just going to click. And the next step asks me where is my data, and because I'd already selected it, I'm happy that that's the data that I would like, and also that my table has headers, so that's that row 1, last name, first name, etc. And I'm just going to click onto OK. So the difference now is, first of all, it's been formatted in a particular way. I don't always like how it formats. I can see here my first row, I can't now read that text, so I'm just going to sort that out quickly by going back onto the home tab, and I'm going to change my font to black. And I can now very clearly see that I have filter arrows appearing. So this is part of the format as table. If I wanted to add a new record, when I'm in the last cell of the last row at the moment, if I press my tab key, it takes me now onto a new row, and it applies this style of formatting that I've chosen, where it's every alternative row, it changes colour. So I would be able to now enter a new record and continue, rather than having to either press the return key or click back into the first cell of the next row. When I'm in my last row here, I can see, or when I'm within any part of the table, I can see one of these contextual ribbons up at the top. I'm going to go to the Design tab ribbon, and I can see here that I have different things that I can apply to this table in the form of checkboxes. So what I'm going to do is, if I just take the tick out of banded rows, you can see that the colour formatting changes. And if I put the tick into total row, I now have a grand total for my records. And I've just pressed the tab key there, which would allow me to keep adding new people without interfering with this total row. That will just keep moving down for me. I can also change the whole style. I have a quick styles option, so I could change my style of formatting if I wanted to very easily. So it's really worth having a look at the working with tables functionality. It can save you a lot of time, particularly with the formatting and the applying of filters.